What's up guys, Eric with Verus Engineering, and today we're doing a really simple install on our Toyota Supra. Machined aluminum jack pucks. So these basically replace the factory unit, which is made of plastic. We have ruined ours because we are rock apes and we use jacks and lifts without those pieces that actually go up inside there like you're supposed to purchase. Little quick overview, these are machined in-house. They are 6061. We have our logo, if it would, holy moly, come on man. We have our logo right there, there we go. And then we actually have a, let's see again, O-ring groove. I don't know if you can tell, there's an O-ring groove there. And that's to seal against the car body, similar to the factory unit, which has like a seal to ensure that nothing gets inside your frame rail. So we're gonna install these real quick. It's gonna be a real simple install. You'd take maybe 10-15 minutes, give or take. Depends on how much you kind of struggle with getting the lock clips in there. But first we're gonna go over the tools required, then we're gonna go over what's included in the kit, then we're gonna do the install. Let's get to it. As far as tools required, you're gonna need a jack, at least I recommend one. We're gonna use a little bit of grease. We're gonna use a 5mm Allen wrench or socket, and we're gonna use a large blade flat screwdriver. Don't you dare make fun of Tiger. So what's included in the kit here, we got our jack pucks. We actually have 4 of them, so that's what comes with every kit. I'm not sure what we're gonna call these exactly, but we'll call them like jack puck retainers. These are threaded with M8 by 1.25. They go inside the frame rail and then kind of locate with these little grooves on the raised lip that's inside the frame rail, and that's how it retains. And then obviously we have some O-rings and we have some M8 hardware, and that's basically all that's included in the kit for a full car. One cool feature of our jack pucks is we designed them around some lightweight jack stands. So we'll actually throw up a link in probably the comments below, as well as our webpage. And that's the jack stands that we're gonna recommend to use with our jack pucks. We'll show you a picture here. And probably I might get it on video as well. So the first step is we're gonna get the car up on one side. I would recommend a jack for this, not a lift, because if you're using a lift, you're probably jacking it up or lifting it up on those points. So basically we're gonna lift it up in the rear, we're gonna work on the front, and then we're gonna swap. Ultimately, you can probably do this without jacking it up, but to show you guys a little bit more in depth, I jacked it up real quick. All right, due to technical difficulties, we're gonna throw another video up here real quick, but basically to remove the factory units, you're gonna have to get a screwdriver and push it in from the side. And basically that's how the factory units are retained into the chassis, which are just like 2 clips on either side. We're gonna push one, pop it down, push the other, pop it down, the whole unit pops out. And then we're gonna get into installing our unit. All right guys, so next step is we're gonna assemble the jack pucks, which is basically putting the O-ring into the jack puck. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little pro tip here, because I was getting frustrated. This O-ring keeps wanting to pop out. The O-ring is round. We're kind of forcing it into a rectangular shape, and as such, the O-ring just keeps on wanting to pop out of the groove, as you maybe can see. If you want to use a little bit of grease, the O-ring kind of decides to actually stay in place and not pop out anymore. So what I recommend is using a little bit of Sil Glide or any kind of grease and throw that on there, and then the O-ring uses that grease to kind of actually sit in the jack puck. That's a huge benefit to know. Ultimately, the O-ring kind of sits above the surface, but it fits in there nicely with a little bit of grease. Huge pro tip there. With the O-ring installed, we are going to put the button head cap screw with the washer in there, and then we are going to assemble it as you see here with the jack puck retainer piece installed on the M8 by 1.25 button head cap screw. This is going to go into the chassis like so. And then once we get it in the chassis, we're going to rotate the bolt 90 degrees, pull it back down, which will then retain these points. Sorry, off screen, I'm looking at what I'm doing too much. Right there. And that will retain onto the frame rail, and then pull all of it down and then start tightening the M8, which will keep this from rotating, tighten this, and then we're going to tighten it to about 10 foot-pounds. So we're going to go do that real quick. In this short clip, you can see how our factory jack puck retainer, it goes into the chassis, and then you're going to have to rotate it 90 degrees. Once you rotate it 90 degrees, it's going to go into the factory frame rail, kind of raised pinch weld points, and then pulling down on the unit, you can then tighten the bolt and then tighten the entire unit up together. All right, so we are on the bottom of the car now. You can see the jack puck has been installed and used on track. And there's the M8 by 1.25 button head cap screw. You can tighten that with a, I believe it's a 5 mil, I'll go double check, 5 millimeter Allen wrench. Again, tighten it to about 10 to 12 foot-pounds. Give it some decent tightening, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. All right, guys, that concludes the install of the jack pucks. They are now finished and installed. Again, they are offered in blue, black, and red for whatever color you would like on your car. And then on top of that, we have a specific jack stand that we recommend. But hope you enjoy that, and feel free to like and comment as you see fit. Till next time.